to find the root
Yeah.
because so I came across this mindset after my left kidney was removed. They're taking me apart piece by piece, by the way.
That's enough.
And
No more.
right? And so I discovered the emotional piece. I started researching what emotions are stored in what organs,
Yep.
right? So I
Kidneys,
could
fear.
learn what
Hmm.
was going on within me and what the cause was so that I could start to heal my body first in my thoughts and my emotions and then physically in my body, right? And so now I do a lot of the Silva method, if you know what that is.
Yes.
Um, but
Yeah.
I do that type of meditation every morning and I always go into that state and go through all the things that are right with my body, right? And
Nice.
I will never receive the symptoms of these types of ailments. I have a video that I have from on YouTube, and it is Jose Silva himself guiding you through this meditation. And I love it. But that's
I'm
all
gonna go
part of
check
it.
it out.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
In fact, I
Yeah.
will drop it later on today. I'll put it in the description of this episode for anyone who wants to check it out and learn a little bit more about the Silva method. But I read the books and I'm all in on that. So, but
Oh, it's
I
very
think
powerful.
it's
Yeah.
all part of that. Your body is the miracle and can heal itself type of thinking from Dr. Joseph Spenza and all of these thought leaders, right? And so if you go down those rabbit holes and research that stuff, you start to like go, okay, I have some power here. So to me, it makes a lot of sense that if you supplement the HGH in your body and it goes to the source like of what you need. So right now I take bioidentical hormones. Okay. And
Hmm.
like you, I thought I don't want to do this my whole life. Like I
Hmm.
feel like this is a means to an end. And like
Hmm.
you, I took it for a reason that's really personal, but I'm going to share it because you were brave and you shared yours. So I'm going to share mine too. So
Okay.
I was like, I had no clue what perimenopause was. I say this all the time. And I've done several episodes on perimenopause and menopause because I was like, why was this gate kept from me my whole life? I should have known about this when I learned about my period. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I should have been made aware of what to expect when I got into my mid to late 30s. And then they were like, oh, you are in premenopause. And I was like, what is premenopause? And then they were like, oh, you're in perimenopause. I'm like, what is perimenopause? Like, please tell me what it is, you
Oh my
know?
goodness.
And I had no clue. So now I've done episodes on this and ways to treat it and stuff like that and how to cope with it. And one of the wonderful symptoms that I got along with, the hot flashes and all of the things that you get was I got vaginal dryness. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, hell no. No, no, no. So, and it didn't start right away. Like all these different symptoms started happening over a period of 10 years. Okay. And so it started in my late 30s and now I'm in my late 40s. And I got to that point and I was like, you are not going to start effing with my sex life. That's not happening. And I'm a big advocate of the importance of sex and relationships. I believe that if you're not having a good sex life in your marriage is going to fail at some
yeah,
point, right?
absolutely.
Whether you actually stay together or you break up, the intimacy in your marriage is going to dissolve and then you're going to be like living like best friends and that's no way to live. Okay, sex is important. It's vital energy for as you're aging you need to
Hmm.
continue having sex. Like that's one of my platforms. And so for me to experience this and go, hold on, what is happening to my juicy peach? Okay, I'm not having this is where I draw the line. So I went to the doctor and I was like, you got to help me. Like, this is where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Doctor was a man. It was funny, but it was the whole experience. And I got what I needed. And I decided, of all the hormones, I did all this research. I'm like, the best choice for me is the bioidentical kind. However, I don't want to be on it forever. And so when I had a call with you and you were talking about this, and I was thinking, this is something worth exploring. And I didn't know about it. And I think a lot of people really don't know about it and how important it is. And the other thing I do a lot of episodes on, as I'm getting to be a very older lady, and loving it, every day is a blessing. And that's aging and anti-aging, which actually the truth is I've been into anti-aging since I was 25 years old, and I've been doing this my whole life. That's something else I've been doing. But when you started talking about it, you hit my keywords. You said to me, I'm aging backwards. And I said, stop the presses. Tell me. Okay, let's do that. Let's age backwards. How can we reverse our aging? So when you told me that this HGH can help me slow down my aging, not only, but actually reverse my aging, I was like, do tell, hun. Like, let me know all the tea so that I can prepare myself as I'm going forward. Because I'm not getting any younger. I just still look young. So younger. So
okay.
Keep that going.
Yeah. So I'm going to just kind of cover a little bit about hormone. I mean, a little more about hormones is that from the age of between 25 and 30, our hormones start to decline. Our HGH declines about 10 to 15% every decade. Now, we add into that all of the hormone disruptors that we're eating that are on our food that we don't even know about. If you're washing your dishes with Blue Dawn soap, you're washing dishes and you're putting your hands in it, you're breathing it. That's a huge hormone disruptor. Shampoos, body lotions, all kinds of things. What they're, it's coming from the air, it's coming from the ground, it's coming from when you go grocery shopping, it's coming from when you buy things to put on your body. Your skin is the biggest organ in your body. It absorbs things, right? So we're not aware that we're doing these things. And so a big part of helping us with our hormones is to actually clean up our lives. So there's a whole education piece that one could do around that. We're going to move on though. So as we're going through every 10 years, we're losing 10 to 15% of our human growth hormone. Well, when mama's happy and abundant and juicy, so is everybody else, because she can become any glandular to support the body. So it's all about balance. So what we're doing, if we can feed the body for it to create its own hormone, right? There's a difference between giving it a hormone, which HGH, the most popular thing, and what you find when you go look on the internet, is the dangers of taking HGH injections. Because you're putting an external hormone in large quantities into your body through an injectable needle that your body can only use so much of, and then the rest of it radicalizes, so it goes and creates havoc in the body over long periods of time. So instead of taking something that is like that you're injecting into your body, you're taking something that actually goes into your body, because this is homeopathic based. So homeopathics goes to the pituitary gland and tickles the pituitary gland to create more HGH. So over time, the body's HGH starts to build up, and we like to call it hormone optimization therapy. We don't do that. We're not the expert. The body is. The body decides. On top of that, the smart thing that they did is they added a homeopathic for the thyroid. They added a homeopathic for the adrenal, because massive of the population. Massive amount of the population has thyroids that aren't working. Massive part of the population. Most people's adrenals are supposed to be the size of a